there can only be one that survives. Did the camera did they get my best angle on that? Okay. We'll do one more reshoot and then we'll move on. All right. Time to get to our favorite outright plays in the NFL this week, and a big pat on the back for us. We swept the board last week. Show and our guests went 9-0. Absolute winners across the board. Can't say that for the entire season, but we'll focus on 1 week and try to do it again. So the rules of our Survivor contest here on the show are a little different. Number one, you can't be eliminated because we all want to play the entire season. So what you do is you pick any team to win outright. The spread doesn't matter, but you can't pick the same team in back-to-back weeks. And if the team loses the week that you pick them, you can't use them for the rest of the season. So, David, we're going to start with you, and I'm glad to see that you're going back to the bold because you picking favorites, I feel like it goes against everything you stand for. So, a bold pick this week, I'm ready for us. What's your pick this week in Survivor?
This is a purely gut kind of call for me, but I'm going Bears over 49ers. I just think the 49ers are banged up. They're going to be missing CMC and the backup running back. I think new coach, little more emphasis, little more hyped up. I think the offense gets going earlier for the Bears. I don't think they win it big, but I think they do win in San Francisco over the 49ers.
Gutsy. We like it. All right. Up next for the show, let's go to you, Bill, who is a pristine or almost pristine 12-1 on the season. So when you speak, we listen. Who do you like this week?
Yeah, thanks to Tampa Bay in week 3 for ruining the perfect record. I'm going to go following my rules. I'm going with a home team in a non-divisional game, taking the Vikings over the Falcons. Kirk Cousins has not thrown a touchdown pass in a month.
Whoa.
That is a month of games. No TDs. I just think the Vikings had too much offense. This may end up being a 30-27 type game, but I'll take Minnesota at home to beat the hapless Falcons.
Well, maybe he's throwing a touchdown pass to the other team. Does that count?
Could be. That could be.
Could be.
His name is not Jameis Winston, but it could be.
Well, he needs the same prayer as Jameis Winston. Please, Lord, deliver us from pick sixes. Yeah, and the crowd said amen to that, Jameis. All right, Dylan, you're next. Who do you like in Survivor this week?
Yeah, I am going with the Eagles over Carolina. I know I feel like I pick on the Panthers all the time, but this is an elite offense versus a weak defense. The Eagles are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games, and they were even a favorite 3 times along that. Eagles are currently riding an 8-game win streak, and the Panthers are just due for regression. We've seen over their last 4 games, all 4 of them have finished within 3 points. They've lost their last 2. I think the Panthers are right at the cliff, and the Eagles will help give them that nudge.
Yeah, if you're looking at the biggest favorites on the board this week, it looks like the Eagles are one of those, or probably the most favorite. Most favorited, I guess you would say. Eagles 12.5-point favorites at home against the Panthers. All right, up next is you, Jenks. Who do you like?
Just what Bill said.
What he said.
What he said. Vikings over the Falcons. Yeah. Vikings keep finding ways to win. They're at home. Kirk Cousins has struggled. I like that Minnesota defense and the way that they're playing right now. So I don't want to be repetitive, but this was an easy call, I feel like. And I feel like the Falcons are regressing a little bit. They play in a weak division, as we know. They're going to be outclassed here. And the Vikings are playing for playoff positioning. Again, they're 10-2. That's the most surprising thing in the NFL to me that we're not talking about. I think they get the dub of the Falcons. I don't know if they cover, but we're just talking about winning outright. Let's go mini.
Yeah, we need to bring back those shirts that like have the finger and you say something about the person. Like you could have just had the shirt that says what he said. Do you remember the shirt that said like I'm with stupid? And it'd be like, older couples
Yes.
on vacation, like tourists. I think I'm in that stage of my life. I think I'm going to get one of those shirts and wear it around Jake. All right, for me, I'm going to go a little different than the rest of you guys. I am going to go with the Dolphins over the Jets. So the Dolphins 6.5-point favorites over the Jets. We know the Jets and the circus has been chaos this year with Aaron Rodgers. But this is more about the identity of the Dolphins for me. The Dolphins are really good when they play teams that are not good. Like last year, we saw the same trend. The Dolphins 10-1 against non-playoff teams, but they were 1-5 against playoff teams. And we're seeing that again this year. All of their wins coming against bad teams, but they're winning those games. So again, I feel like the Jets fit the bill of a bad team. I'm going to go with the Dolphins at home over the Jets. All right, so now it's time to stir the pot a little bit. And we say the biggest sabotage factor on the board for one of our teammates. So, gentlemen, which survivor pick is going to lose? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Have the Bears won on the road yet this year?
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that
legit
stat.
question.
That's a tough one, man. Bears? I don't know.
Dead coach bounce.
Dead coach? Maybe. Maybe they get the dead coach bounce.
The Eberflusen is gone. The Eberflusen is gone. Yes.
Eberflusen.
Yes.
Eberflusen.
I think it is I think this team plays for Brown. I really do. They seem motivated. The defense is all about it, even though he's an offensive coordinator. They seem hyped to play for this guy. So that's that, and I think the injuries on the 49ers. And Brock Purdy has not looked good this year.
Yeah, David? I think a lot of it's about the Niners, right? It's like, what is your opinion of the Niners right now? And right now, they don't look like a good team. So I agree with you in that regard. Like, I would take maybe the points with the Bears, but an outright win. Have you seen the game management at the end of these games by Caleb Williams? Does that scare you?
Coach, more than rookie quarterback.
Do you like being bullied every week on this show, Double D?
I'm not scared. I think, listen, Kirk Cousins could have his revenge game and you could both look like Momos.
Could.
Momos?
Could.
He hasn't thrown a touchdown in a month.
You might be right. You might be wrong, but you might be right.
We need a Momo of the week here on the show. I think we should implement that. I've never been called a Momo, so maybe that would be a first. But this week they get to play an ailing San Francisco 49ers team. Spread in this game is 4. I've seen a lot of people kind of like the Bears in this game. We've heard of the dead cat bounce in the NFL, which refers to when a team loses their head coach, they band together for some reason, actually secure a win the next week. Do you believe in the Bears at all? Going on the road to the Niners this week. Oh, it's helmet time. Is this Lee Corso?
Oh, let's go!
The pick has been made.
Let's go Bears!
Bears.
Oh my gosh, this thing is so dusty. I need to. That's embarrassing. I need to do a little dusting around here. Yeah, I'm all in on the Bears this weekend. I think this is the spot. I've already bet the Bears. I think the Bears win outright. Yes. I have backed the coach fired bump, the quarterback switch bump, whatever it is for that specific team. I backed that all year, and I'm not going to change just because it's my team and the Bears have been dysfunctional this season. I think not having Matt Eberflus on the sidelines is going to be massive just in terms of this team wanting to get back out there and play hard for their interim head coach, Thomas Brown. Their offense has gotten significantly better since he took over as the offensive coordinator. And after what's happened these last 5 weeks for the Bears, like losing in dramatic fashion week after week at the end of the game, when you've done, who was it that said, Keenan Allen said, the players on the field did enough to win this game today. So like basically you're calling out your coach.